2 videos in one day. Your boy's going crazy. If you have not watched the other one, we just did a March Madness video. I gave you guys my best 3-man for March Madness. Today, in this video, we're going to be giving you my best 3 NBA picks for the games on Thursday. Mainly, we're going to be looking at the Warriors game, which is where the value is tonight, in my opinion. And to recap yesterday, we went 1-0 on the slip. We hit Mike Conley, but the other 2 DNB'd. And then the bonus pick probably lost. So I guess you could call it a sweep if you want. I don't know. But either way, take a look at something inside our VIP group. We have cashed 4 straight chalkboard slips. We give picks for a bunch of different apps, but you can see cash this, cash this, cash this, and cash this. So we've been cooking on chalkboard inside the group, honestly, like just all of the apps, if we're being real here. 472 units of profit inside the group, meaning if you bet $10 a slip following our VIP picks, you're up 4.7 grand since starting up about a year ago. If you're interested in trying out the VIP group for completely free, I want all you guys winning. I don't want you guys to have to pay your way into the group. I want everyone in there for free. This is how you get free access. Step 1. Download Underdog Fantasy, or if you already have Underdog, any app in the description, and use the promo code PISTONS. Then just deposit $10 or more and drop a comment saying, hey, I used your code. Once you do that, we're going to get you inside the group for completely free. Guys, if you're not on Underdog yet, though, you're honestly missing out. They're doing so many promos for March Madness. They're also going to hook you up with up to $1,000 free to play with when you use that code PISTONS. So you're going to get a 50% match. So you put in 100, you're going to get 150. Put in 200, you're going to get 300. Put in 1,000, you're going to get 1,500 total to play with. You're also going to get hooked up with a Luka Doncic 1-point special. You can add that to any of your lineups, and that'll boost your payout tremendously on that first slip. So take advantage. It'll be the pinned comment down in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into the picks. So this is just a 3-man. There's going to be no bonus pick in this video. I already gave you guys, I think, 4 picks in the college basketball. So we got a lot of picks coming today. The best pick by far in the NBA for the games on Thursday, in my opinion, Draymond Green, higher than 21.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. And I want to start with a quick little disclaimer, guys, just so you all know. These are my favorite picks on the board. They do not have to be your favorite picks. So just because you're watching me, just because I gave you a nice little breakdown, does not mean you have to tail and put your money on them. At the end of the day, every decision you make is yours. It's not mine. These are my picks, okay? So let's get into it. He's hit this in 13 of his last 20, 6 of his last 10. Across his last 5, it doesn't really look too pretty. But overall, every other trend matches up. 6 of 10, 13 of 20. Head-to-head against the Toronto Raptors, 1 of 1 time, going for 24 total, 6 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists head-to-head against them. On the 2024 season as a whole, he's hitting this at a 53% clip, and even going back to last season, a 52% clip. Now, the number one thing I really like here is the matchup. The Raptors are a below-average team in points against to power forwards. They are a below-average, let alone bottom 10 team in rebounds against and bottom 10 team in assists against. So this is an easy matchup, or easier matchup, for Draymond Green, someone who's been hitting this very consistently on the season so far, 53% clip and then 65% of his last 20 games. Sportsbooks are also in agreement, favoring this one up. As you can see, Caesars minus 125, Draftkings minus 130. So awesome values on the board right there. I like Draymond Green as the first pick on the lineup. For the second pick we're going to be taking is Jakob Poeltl for higher than 10.5 points. As you guys can see right here, he's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games, most recently going for 19 against the Portland Trail Blazers, then having a bit of a tougher game against the Philadelphia 76ers, but 21, 17, and 16, so 4 of his last 5. Last 10 is not too pretty, just 4 of his last 10, but if we take a look at the more longer-term trends, it does look a lot nicer. 11 of his last 20 for a 55% clip. 2 of his last 3 times against the Golden State Warriors, he's gone above this mark for a 67% clip. And then in the one game where he didn't go above this number, he got 10, so he just barely missed it. On the 2024 season as a whole, meaning every game he's played in this year so far, he's hitting this at a 63% clip, 33 of 52 total games, so I love to see that. And then even going back to last season, he hit it at a 58% clip. So the numbers are really adding up there. The Warriors are a top 10 defense, as you can see right here, slightly weaker against centers, giving up 17.3 a game to them, but Jakob Poeltl, he's going to play the minutes. He's playing about 29 a game. I believe it's slightly lower as of recently. probably closer to 26. Yeah, 26, 27 minutes a game. He's going to be out there. He's going to be on the floor. He's coming off a pretty solid performance against their Trailblazers, and I think he should be able to get this mark for us. I believe there is another app. Yeah, Fanduel has it up here at 11.5, and Sleeper has it at 11.5. So we're getting a full point of extra value there if you're on underdog. Now, for the third and final pick, as I told you guys, the value, in my opinion, is in the Golden State Warriors versus the Raptors game. We're going to take Jimmy Butler for less than 30.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. So what's the write-up here? He's hit this head-to-head against the Raptors 6 of his last 7 times. Now, granted, all these were when he was with the Heat, but it's the same matchup nonetheless, and you can see the Heat's defense, or excuse me, not the Heat's defense, the Raptors defense. It's nothing too special, but it is good for us. Middle of the pack in points against, slightly above average in rebounds against, top 10 in assists against, and we basically just need them to clamp up Jimmy Butler, and he's never really done too well against them except for one game where he went for 34. His most recent performance against them was back in December, where he went for 20 total points, rebounds, and assists. Across his last 20 games, he's hit this at a 55% clip. Last 10, only 5 of the last 10, and then his last 5 are not as pretty. But on the season as a whole, 55%. Head-to-head against the Raptors, he's hit it very consistently. And then against small forwards, as we just said, it is a slightly favorable matchup. Sportsbooks, I believe, are also favoring this one up. I believe, yeah, you can see. FanDuel, Draftkings have this down at 29.5. So you're getting an awesome price there at underdog because we're getting it at 30.5. And for those of you that don't remember, I did this the other day to show you guys, but like 1 point of value is super, super important. So we're doing 1 divided by 29 because the number is over under 29, and we're getting 30 instead of 29. So 30 minus 29, 1 point of value. Follow what I'm saying. 1 divided by 29 equals 3.4%. So why is that important? The casinos take a house edge, meaning when you bet $100 at a casino, on average, you're expected to lose about 3, 4, 5, 6% of your money. So just right there, getting that 1 point of value, we're getting 3.5% of our money back in the long run, theoretically, just by getting that extra point of value. So long story short, just make sure you're on underdog. So those are my 3 favorite NBA picks, and make sure to stick around because I'm going to give you guys a nice little promo at the end. Draymond Green higher than 21.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Jakob Poeltl higher than 10.5 points. Jimmy Butler less than 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Guys, make sure to like and subscribe. 2 videos in one day is insane. I don't think I've ever done that before. But the other thing I have to say, make sure to go download Pikkit if you have not yet, guys. Pikkit is completely free, and they're actually going to pay you to download the app. The most important thing I believe people should be doing as sports bettors is tracking your bets, seeing where you're at on the day, the week, the month, the year, and Pikkit does it for you for completely free. Just make sure to download it using that code PISTONS. Hope you all have a great day, and I will catch you guys on Friday.